What's going on, guys? Doing the Gaming Away here. Welcome back to another video of the All Things Zoe YouTube channel. This video today, I'm going to be remarking on 10 years as a sports fan. I want to reflect on and bring back some memories of when I've actually been a sports fan. It has been a really huge milestone of following sports for such for a long time. So I've been following sports for almost incredible 10 years. This is my 10 years of sports since I actually went to a Kings game so many years ago as a kid. Actually would go to. That's kind of how I got really into sports. I got them mostly on my own. Plus, I had a little bit of family relatives that really liked sports, so I kind of got because of them too. But yeah, I would always go to Kings games, and it's kind of what really got me into sports. I was kind of watching basketball, not really religious as a kid, but 2015 is when I really got into it. That's when I really went fully in. But really, like for the early 2000s, before I went to, I would always watch NASCAR races. NASCAR was also the other sport I also got into before I got into other sports. I watched a lot of NASCAR races as well at my grandpa's house. He would always have it on. I would watch it, and I always liked cars going around in circles. I kind of really liked that a lot. So that's what really piqued my interest of watching NASCAR. I actually became a really huge fan of it for such a really long time. And of course, I've been following my driver for such a long time, Jimmy Johnson, who's always my favorite for so many years that I really rooted for him. I really loved Jimmy. I really did. I loved his personality. I loved how he raced. Really cool. Racing was actually cool. But, and he won all those championships, which I was really happy to be a part of those years of rooting for him so many years. Just to see him, his fifth, his first, his second, his third, his fourth, and even his sixth, and even his seventh championship. So, that's what really made me really love Jimmy Johnson so much, because of that. Got to really share that memory with him throughout my 10 years of being a sports fan, actually going to the races and seeing him compete. And then after he retired, I rooted for now, currently, Chase Elliott. I rooted for him. As you guys have probably already seen it in the main channel, where I was actually looking for a new driver to root for. And I picked Chase Elliott because he's the most popular driver. Kind of represents my date of birth number 9, so it's kind of how I kind of really like it. So I really like his personality. Got a really great personality, just like Jimmy. So I kind of so yeah, and then I got into other sports 2015. That's kind of what the peak of sports. I really piqued my interest back then. I started looking for more sports, and I found hockey. Hockey was around at the team. I started looking for more sports to watch, and I found hockey. I started watching some hockey games. I started following the San Jose Sharks at the time. They were actually really good back then. Actually really, really good. Right now, currently, they're in a rebuild phase, so it's kind of a little bit tough of being a Sharks fan, because I've always watched them for their success, ice, being in the playoffs. But when I started rooting for them in my first year of watching hockey and getting into it, I was really, really excited for them that this is going to be my sport. And just to see them go all the way in my first year of rooting for them, to go all the way to the Stanley Cup in 2016. It's actually crazy, because I rooted for this team for 10 years, and to see their success, to go all the way to the Stanley Cup just to watch them for the very first time. Actually incredible, actually, to be honest. But yeah, started following the Sharks for a really long time, and then I started following the Giants also as well. Wanted to get into baseball so I could have a sport to watch during the summertime. So I started rooting for the Giants after they won the 2014 World Series. Kind of how I got into rooting for them. And plus, I have a lot of family history background who likes this team. So I started actually following the Giants, San Francisco, it's up to New York. But the San Francisco Giants, I started rooting for them since 2015. On them for almost 10 years, which I'm actually going to be making a video about that. Maybe before baseball season actually kicks off, I'll actually work on my 10 years of being a Giants fan. But I just want to reflect also on this video, also having that much of that success of rooting for the Giants for so many years, through the highs, the lows, all that kind of stuff. And then 2021 was definitely the best year of being a Giants fan myself. Of actually witnessing playoff experience. I never got to witness that before as a Giants fan because I never got into baseball since 20. So hopefully one day, hopefully we'll witness that World Series experience if the Giants do ever go back to the World Series. Definitely in my lifetime, I definitely want to experience that. See my team in the World Series once again, get that 4th World Series championship. So I hope definitely one day have a really good team today and build chemistry and a good roster, a team that can actually be a winning team. I really hope that Giants will definitely be in that World Series. In my years in rooting for sports, and also another thing, 2017, I started actually going to high school a lot. Kind of my peak of my high school, and my friends would actually, my school friends, actually would play football, and they would allow me to play with football. So I started playing football. I wanted to kind of look for that sport and get into it, and I started rooting for the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, because I was searching for my team. I was looking for a team back then. It was going to be the 49ers from Fox home team here in California. But since I was actually looking for a team, started watching Cowboys. They were playing at the time. So starting to watch their games, just kind of looking for a team to root for, and I started hooking up with the Cowboys. I started really liking them. And I started rooting for them. I started rooting for the Dallas Cowboys. I still root for them until this day. So I've been following the Cowboys for quite a long time, since 2017. That's when I was getting into football, kind of understanding it. I still kind of understand it today, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning football today, learning all the new rules, all the new so kind of learning about that. So yeah, and then when COVID hit, I was kind of looking. All my sports were actually shut down, so it was kind of hard for me to watch sports because all my sports were all shut down at the time because of COVID. But I was looking for a show to watch, and I watched F1 Drive to Survive. I was watching that show for a while, and that really piqued my interest of actually watching racing. Because I wanted to expand my racing endeavors, so I actually wanted to get into Formula 1, and I've been following Formula 1 for a while. Last year I didn't, the 2023, I didn't really watch much of F1, but 2024 was definitely the peak, really trying to really watch F1, because of how entertaining it really was. So yeah, definitely last year, I watched a full entire season of F1. I never actually missed races. Maybe some I did, but that's really rare. But I've actually watched every F1 race throughout 2024, throughout a whole season, without missing one race. That's how religious I'm really of watching these races. that kind of stuff, and just getting catched up. So yeah, that's what really made it really cool as well, watching F1. Then I got into IndyCar because I watched the Brickyard 400 so much. It was a really iconic racing event. Same year with the Coca-Cola 600. They always do that on Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, I was really fully interested in IndyCar. Kind of wanted to root for that sport as well. So I actually went to the IndyCar race when they actually did their last race at Sonoma Raceway back in 2018. Actually did a vlog for that if you want to go check that out on my other YouTube channel. I do have a couple of vlogs of going back in time. Actually going about those. You know. So yeah, 2018, I went to that IndyCar race, their last one. It was my first ever IndyCar race I ever been. So that was really cool, exciting. Definitely on the older layout that NASCAR used to race on. I forgot what they call that. I know that it was kind of like a downhill screw thing. I forgot the name of it. What they call it. Comment down below of what. Oh, now I know what it is. The carousel. So they used to have the carousel layout. So they had the carousel layout in Sonoma. But NASCAR didn't want to do it because they wanted to have their own layout for Sonoma. So IndyCar used it for a while until they did their last race, and it was unused for a while until they put parking over there. But yeah, I was really interested in IndyCar for a while, and I still follow it until this day. Been rooting for it for a while. My favorite driver was also in it, Jimmy Johnson. He raced for 2 years there. He didn't really get much success in it before he went back to NASCAR. But I still root for IndyCar until this day. I am a Joseph Newgarden fan, so I'll be rooting for him for this year's season, which is definitely going to be really interesting because they're doing multi-network. Same with NASCAR. It's going to definitely be really interesting to see multi-network back, because they used to do that before, back in my time of rooting for sports. They would always have multi-networks. Because I remember NASCAR would do ESPN, TNT, Fox. And I think that was it. I think that's what they normally did like years ago. They used to do Fox at the beginning of the season. The middle of the season, they would do TNT. And then they would do ESPN to finish the rest of the season. So that's what they used to do years ago back in my time, early 2000s, when NASCAR would do multi-network. This year, they are going to be bringing that back. So I can't wait to see what all the different broadcasters are actually going to be like. Because they always did Fox for the middle of the season and then NBC to cover the end of the season. So that's what they did such a long time. But now they're bringing the multi-network back, where they're going to do Fox for the beginning of the season, Prime through the middle, and then TNT for the middle, and then NBC part of the season. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. Since I do have Prime now, I'm really excited. So I'll be watching this season, see how it goes. And then also with IndyCar as well, Fox is going to be doing IndyCar, which is really exciting. I can't wait to see who's going to be part of the Fox booth for IndyCars. So I can't wait to see who they're going to actually represent for that broadcast. And then after Fox takes the rest of the season, and then NBC will cover through the end of the season. So the end of the season is September. So yeah, that'll be pretty exciting for also as well. And then Formula One just released their schedule, so it looks pretty interesting. So a lot of exciting racing. Plus, you got the 24 hours of Daytona. I'm going to try to stay up as much as I can just to watch that race. It's a really important race to me, so I'll try to stay up as much as I can to watch that race. So I kind of want to. But I think that's pretty much it of what I've pretty much covered for the marking 10 years of sports and reflecting on. Let me know down in the comments down below what was your experience of supporting sports for 10 years. Go down below. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. you guys did like the video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, definitely comment down below. But I do appreciate all of you guys watching this video. I will see you guys in the next video of the All Things Noah YouTube channel. I will see you guys later.